Welcome to the Fantasy Zone. Get ready.
Hey guys, it's Sunday. NJ Retro here with a quick pickups video for this past week. Went to a couple places, one being a local video game store near me in Turnersville called Bandit Video Games. The other one being a store owned by a good friend of mine called Gamers Vault over in Medford. So basically, I've been looking for a lot of GBA games since Super Nintendo is getting so insanely expensive to collect for. I've been looking for a lot of titles that are SNES titles also released on the GBA, plus some stuff that I just haven't really run across. So from my stop at Bandit Video today, he had a bin of dollar games that he was clearing out. I picked up Tokyo Extreme Racer Advance, Tom and Jerry Infernal Escape, Top Gun Combat Zones, The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, Monster Force, Hot Potato, Choo Choo Rocket, and Calm, the animated series. Now those were all $1 a piece. Also for $1, I nabbed Gex 3 on the Game Boy Color. And from there, for $5 a piece, I got The Lost Vikings on GBA and Castlevania Adventure on the original Game Boy. For $10 each, I got Okamiden on the DS and Yoshi Topsy-Turvy. He had some unusual Super Nintendo games that I really don't see all that often, and they were fairly cheap, $5 a piece. And as always, if you bundle a bunch of stuff, he knocks off some cash at the end of it. Some games that I've just never seen before. Rise of the Robots, Super Pinball Behind the Mask, Shaq Fu, classic. I basically picked this up because people are always looking for Shaq Fu, and at $5, why not? I'll trade it to someone. Wild Snake and Kid Clown in Crazy Chase. For $2, I picked up System Flaw on the Nintendo DSi. This is a unique game. I think there were only 3 of them made for the DSi that utilized the camera, and this was a first-person shooter, so it seems interesting. This game I've been keeping my eye out for a while. I see it at GameStop all the time, but it's always like $15 or $18. It's just more than I feel like spending. I hear it's okay. It's not fantastic, but I'm a fan of Mario Party, and I'm a fan of, party games in general with people, so I picked up Fortune Street on the Wii. That was only $10, so it was a price I was willing to pay. For $5, I picked up Lemmings on the PSP, which I'm a huge fan of any and all of the Lemmings games. And for $5, I picked up a really nice clean copy of Star Soldier on the NES with manual. Now, my friend over that owns Gamers Vault just got in the newest Kirby figures for the Kirby amiibos. So I nabbed the whole set, Kirby and Meta Knight, King DDD, and Waddle Dee. And I was able to use trade credit that I had in the store to pick these up at no cost to me. Being the awesome guy that he is, he sometimes sells games online if they've been in the store for a little while. And he doesn't send the manuals out. He keeps them in-house, and he gives them to me when I come in. So I was super excited to grab this stack of manuals off. Evander Holyfield's Boxing for Game Gear. Joe Montana Football for Game Gear. G-Lock Air Battle for the Game Gear. The original instruction manual for the system. Super Columns. NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Caesar's Palace. Super Golf, Batter Up, Claps, and Poker Face Paul's Poker. For the NES, he gave me Rampage, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Double Dragon 3, 2 copies of Mario Duck Hunt, Contra, classic, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, the original Castlevania, DuckTales, and Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. I was pretty shocked to get that stack of manuals from them. Really happy with it. I love the store, in fact, so it was really nice. And then at another local store, which I don't frequent too often, but I'll stop in there from time to time if I'm in the area, I nabbed an SNES controller because it was super clean. It was only $8, and I'm always looking to pick up controllers when I see them cheap and in good shape. And this one, actually, I looked at the back and I noticed that the back of it looked a little different than normal. This is the packing controller for the SNES Mini. It's an SNS 102 controller. I noticed that it did look a little different, and I had a feeling something was up with it. I just wasn't quite sure off the top of my head what it was. And after a little bit of quick research, I found out it's for the Mini. That's about it for this week. Now, all said and done, I think my total for this week was about $100 or so, not including the amiibos, which I got on credit. But cash-wise, I was right about $90 to $100. So pretty happy with what I picked up. Some nice additions to the collection. And that's all. Again, thanks for watching. NJ Retro, out.